would you sell your soul to the devil? Would you get in bed with the devil in exchange of power, fame, and riches? Would you give away your will just so that you can live in luxury, just so that you can live in opulence? Is that a Faustian bargain that you're probably willing to make? Well, that is the case with most of your spiritual fathers. That is the case with African prophets. What they are, what they have become, who they are, and who they claim to be, it has all been fueled by bargains that they made with forces of the dark world. You see them, you think they are living on their terms, but in real fact, it's not them that lives. It's a spirit that controls everything that they do. You think I don't like them. You think I hate them. But I actually feel sorry for them because they traded that which makes them human. I don't know if they were unaware of the pacts, covenants they were signing up for. But the result of whatever that they agreed to has been tormenting them in all their lifetime. The reason why most of your spiritual fathers are still standing, the reason why they are still sustaining this dark force that operates within them or maintaining it, is not because they want to. And it's not because they can. But it's simply because they probably care so much for those around them whom they are blood related that they wouldn't want to put their lives at risk. What do I mean by that? There are two roads to success. Some work very hard to achieve all that they get, and we have some that want to take shortcuts. And that is the case of most of your spiritual fathers. In taking shortcuts, they ended up signing agreements, covenants, that they had no clue of their demands. The dangers of taking shortcuts, the dangers of going to Benin, the dangers of trying to jump rope and get there sooner than later, the dangers of trying to cut corners, is that there is always a prize that is lurking beneath that unchecked ambition. Most of your prophets did not know the demands that will follow after they participate in these rituals for spiritual power, for fame, and for wealth. Once the devil hands you over something, once the devil gives you something, and for sure he will dangle it in your face, it will be glittering. You will think it's gold. He will allow you to reach and grab it and make it yours and personalize it. But once you have accepted it, once you have taken it, that which has been given to you by the devil, by Satan, there is a price that you will eventually pay. It comes with terms and conditions. He will not give you nothing for free. In that covenant you would have made with him, it has to be maintained. It has to be checked now and then. And failure to comply or failure to maintain that covenant, there comes the consequences. There comes the losses. There comes the tormenting. And in worst case scenarios, you will start losing your loved ones. Those are the dangers of being in covenants. Those are the dangers of having spiritual ties. Those are the dangers of just waking up today and start calling someone your spiritual father, whom you do not have a clue of where they are coming from and where they are going. Most of your spiritual fathers have been sacrificing their members just to maintain the covenants that they signed up for with these dark forces of the underworld. That's the only way you maintain such covenants, by blood sacrifices. You cannot give these dark forces money. They don't need your money. You cannot give them anything material. They have it all. What also sustains them is blood. It's the glory, the destinies of masses that will have to be traded in exchange for the benefit that your so-called spiritual fathers will get in the process. I wrote this testament called the Dark Lords of Benin so that I can let you in and make you understand the things that happen behind the curtain, the rituals, the sacrifices that your spiritual fathers are constantly making to sustain their occult covenants. It starts with an ambition that I want to be a great man of God. And then you take the leap of faith. You journey into an abyss. And then you will be lured. You will be promised so much that will look so enticing. You'll be given offers that you can't deny. Then you will find yourself in the midst of rituals. You will perform one. You think that's all that there is. You jump into the next. You think that that's all that there is. There comes another one. There comes another one. There comes another one. And each step along the way, it's something is being taken away from you. You're being changed. You're being dominated, being manipulated, breaking you down, leaving you hollow, until you get to a point whereby you are now empty, to a stage whereby you now inherit a different spirit that now lives within you. You do the rituals. The godfathers make sure that they now own you. Now they now control you. Then they'll make you join their brotherhood. You'll sign up for these covenants and you'll be let go. You will rise to glory. Before you even enjoy the benefits of any of these rituals that you would have performed, before you even start enjoying the fruits of all the sacrifices that you made during the initiation process, now there comes the demands that you cannot say no to. Now you have to start making sacrifices. Now you have to start giving away your loved ones, your parents, your sisters, brothers, your children, church members, your bloodline, anything, everyone connected to you by blood or spiritually. And failure to do so, then you will face the consequences. All that they would have given you, access, the wealth, the fame, will be taken away. Check out the Dark Lords of Benin. And my fear is you will hate church. My fear is you never want to see a prophet again in your life. But for what it is worth, the truth must be spoken and the truth must be known. And you of all people deserve to know this truth. If you want to know the occultic rituals that your spiritual fathers go through in Benin, if you want to know the unholy rituals that your spiritual fathers performed in Benin, the lifetime covenants that they are part of, then this testament will give you a highlight of things you never heard, things you never thought you would ever know in this lifetime. But it's not for the faint-hearted. And I've been warning you about this. Before you make that decision to go through this testament, make sure you're strong and you're really willing to know the truth. Don't take chances. For the information that is contained in this testament it will shake the core of your faith, to give you a different perspective of the men you call men of God. If you are interested, check the link in the description of this video, check the link in the comments, or check the link on my profile, on my bio, and then you will have access to download the Dark Lords of Benin.